pretty much known Rushabh since I've known what love is and what relationships are. Like, he was my first boyfriend, he was my first kiss, he was my first everything.
Never did believe what I couldn't see. Long before I knew, darling, I was made for you.
We met first when we were about 15. I was in St. Mary's all-girls school, he was in St. Mary's all-boys school. And I always found him very attractive in his prefect blazer, but I didn't know him.
The things that we could do, darling, I was made for you. Oh, I was made for you. Oh.
There were two sections, the boys section and girls section, and the only time they actually meet is after 10 years when they're graduating and hosting like a combined farewell party. So we said, okay, let's plan it together.
Any other guy that made you say goodbye must have been a fool, but darling, I was made for you.
I don't know what it was. At the time when she was leaving, I just went up to her car and I was like, why don't you give me your number?
My dad had a very strict rule that I wasn't allowed to share my number with boys. So I said, okay, I'll give it to you, but you don't text me. If I need anything and if we have some, work to do related to school, I'll reach out.
And somehow just that very night, I think it was like around midnight-ish, when I get a text from her saying that,
you're a really good dancer, and then the conversation started and we talked almost every day since then.
Both of us were very studious at the time, study a lot. So actually that kind of became like a common point for us. We would start calling for the boards, exchanging notes, exchanging just study material, stress. Honestly, it was a great source of comfort at the time. It was always just a friend, and I somehow managed to get really close very quickly to her.
And I think I was going into junior college, which is the 11th grade. And literally a day before that, he called me and he said, I think someone might ask you out when they meet you. This is because it's my first time going out into the world and being in a co-ed school. So he said, before that happens, I'm asking you out and you date me, please.
She was very angsty about what's going to change, how does this work? And I was like, honestly, nothing's going to change. It's just, we're really close friends. We remain as we are. And we just end every conversation by saying, I love you, I guess. For us, it was also additional challenges that we went to different coasts, we were studying abroad, we not only were studying different coasts, after a few years, we were working in different continents.
But there was just something that always brought us back together. I think it's rooted in a very deep friendship, and friendships are harder to break than relationships. It was like, even if Rushabh and me fought, the first person I wanted to call to tell about the fight was Rushabh. So, in 4 years, it doesn't matter where you go and what you do, home is home. And you'll always come back to your best friend. That's not something that changes. So that's what kept bringing us back. There was just a deep sense of belonging. It was my 23rd birthday and we went to Berkeley to visit my brother. And so Rushabh joined us. And then when nightfall came and the fireplace was on, the drinks were flowing. And then it just became Rushabh and my dad talking.
Suddenly the question comes, okay, so Rushabh, now what? But I think somehow for me, luckily I had already when I got into this relationship again, I was definitely sure this was it. So I didn't have that hard a time answering his questions.
I expected Rushabh to get very flustered and very taken aback. And he didn't at all. He, at that age, told my dad that I know I'm marrying your daughter.
So open up my eyes to a new life. I wandered round your darkened land all night, but I lift up my eyes.
What she brings to my life is a lot of peace. She's like this stabilizer, this equalizer in my life.
My dad would always say that find someone who gives you peace. It's not just about happiness and love, because those come and go. If you feel peace around someone, then you found the right person. And that's something I always felt with him right since we were 16.
It's all that I had.